Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another new normal chapter review. Welcome once again to my channel. This is going to be on the 5th chapter and last current chapter, at least of time of recording, for New Normal. And if you guys have not heard of what New Normal is, then go check out my first 4 reviews on this series. It's a pretty amazing series based on post-pandemic era, how people are controlled as well as made to live in a certain way. Um, a lot of it comes to comedy, but there's also another layer of seriousness that I love. And this chapter shows how much this series is very much like that. It has this very up in the air, nice story, cute story about a kid. Trying to figure out what love is, I guess you can say, but also there's a darker side to the city that we don't know and that we don't understand yet, but it's given us bits by bits of what people are living in this life. So, before anything, guys, if you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. There is a giveaway still happening for those who want to be part of it. You have until April 1st to be part of it. So go check out my video. It should be my channel trailer and get some free anime series. You guys can also support me on social media. TikTok, Twitter, or Instagram are the best ones to follow me on. Okay, so New Normal Chapter 5 kind of picks up where Chapter 4 leaves off, and that is Hada leaves Erika-san in the club, still playing with the droids, and he goes and sits with Natsuki, and Natsuki and Hada essentially talking to each other outside of the school, and they're having this kind of cute conversation. Natsuki's like, "Did you see her face?" Again, face is kind of like a private parts in this era because everyone wears masks the entire time. So Natsuki's like, "Did you see her face? Do you think she's cute?" And Hana first says, "No, I didn't see it," and then he confesses immediately, "Yes, I did it. I'm sorry." And he apologizes, and Natsuki's like, "Well, whoa, what's going on?" And Hana kind of just bluntly says, "Well, wouldn't you be mad if you're my girlfriend? That I saw someone else's mouth." And she's like, "Wait, we're not dating." He's like, "But we went out on a date and we've done all these other stuff. Like, we're talking with one," because at that point they removed their masks. They're like, "We're talking to with another without masks. Like, we're not dating." And she's like, "No, you thought we were dating?" And at that moment, they're interrupted by the droid, which is the scene that we see at the end of chapter 4, them being caught by this droid. And Erika does see who it is. He sees that it is Natsuki and Hada sitting together without a mask, conversating with one another. The droid falls and it stops moving, so Hada says, "I'm going to take the droid and see if she actually saw us without the mask," and just kind of talk it through, right? So he goes to Erika, and Erika says, "Yeah, I see you guys," and she kind of is playing the jealous card as well. Um, and Hada at this point realizes that he is not dating Natsuki, so his reaction to Erika's response is very much normal at this point because Erika says, "I won't say anything, but you." She basically convinces him to go out with her. I don't really know how she does it. I forgot how she really did it, but she convinces him to go out. She tells him it's shameful to see her face and that he's pitied because he's not dating her. So she says, "Get down from just from one failure." So Erica will go on a date for you to make you feel better. That's how she convinces him. So she takes him on a date to make him feel better. But Erica likes him already. So Erica and him go on a date, and we see this in this chapter as well. And she's very cute of a girl, obviously. They portray her as a very, very cute girl. And she has the same mentality, is my face cuter? Is my mouth cute? Like, what do you think? He saw hers. What do you think about mine? Is mine better? And he kind of doesn't know how to answer that question. And before he's even given a chance to answer that question, they're interrupted by this mob, and essentially there's like a riot going on over mask. There's an unmasked kind of rally going on. People that are wearing masks over their eyes so that they don't know who they are, but their mouths are all exposed, and they're saying, they can't let us control our lives. We can live an unmasked life. The pandemic is over, and et cetera, et cetera. So very similar to what we see right now today in this era. There's a huge group of people, at least here in the U.S., that are fighting against the masks. They're saying, the government wants to control us. The government wants to have full control of our lives. We shouldn't let them dictate if we should or not wear a mask. And I'm not going to debate that here in this video, but that's basically what they're referring to in this video. And essentially, there's people of this riot going out of the way and removing masks of citizens just walking by. The chapter ends with Natsuki and Hara standing, and there's a guy, a very sketchy guy behind him. I'm going to assume that he's going to try to remove the mask out of, sorry, not Natsuki, Hara and Erika. He's going to try to remove Erika's mask, and Hara's going to be a gentleman and protect her from the creep. So, in all, that's the chapter. It's a very good chapter. Like I said, it's a very good chapter to showcase the whole little romance story that we get, that you think that that's the full on of the entire story and series. But in reality, there is another layer upon that, and that is just, what's going on in the world. The seriousness of post-pandemic world that a lot of us are going to have to face. So, we'll see what happens here in this real world, and we'll see what happens in that story. For now, guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe, comment, like, and share. And guys, like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.